Hello, I welcome to UPSC Prelims Chaturya series of Shantha Lakshmi IAS Academy, where we will discuss the daily prelims MCQs from the Hindu, Indian Express and PIB. Let's begin. The first question. Consider the following statements with respect to the Kalasa Banduri project. The project involves the construction of dams and canal system to divert water from the Mahadayi river located in Goa to the Malaprabha river basin in Karnataka. The main goal of the project is to meet the drinking water needs. As per the plans, barrages are to be built against Kalasa and Banduri streams, tributaries of Mahadayi river. How many of the statements given are not correct? Only one, only two, all three, none of the above. This was in news recently. The National Board for Wildlife deferred the decision on diverting forest land from the Khali and Sahyadri tiger reserves for the construction of a part of the Karnataka government's Kalasa Banduri project. About this project, it involves the construction of dams and canal system to divert water from the Mahadayi river located in Goa to the Malaprabha river basin in Karnataka. The main goal of the project is to meet the drinking water needs of the districts of Belagavi, Dharwad, Bagalkot and Gadag in Karnataka. Though the project was the first proposed in early 1980s, it has remained on paper owing to distribute between the Karnataka, Goa and Maharashtra. As per plans, barrages are to be built against Kalasa and Banduri streams, tributaries of Mahadayi, and water divert towards Karnataka's partial districts. So the answer is none of the above because all statements given above are correct. Moving to the next question. In which of the following countries Aral Sea situated? Option A, Tajikistan and Turkmenistan. Option B, Uzbekistan and Afghanistan. Option C, Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. Option D, Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan. Recently, NASA Earth Observatory posted a detailed analysis of the reason behind Aral Sea disappearance. About Aral Sea, it stands at the boundary between Kazakhstan to the north and Uzbekistan to the south. It was once a large saltwater lake of Central Asia and the world's fourth largest body of inland water. The remnants of its nestled in the climatically inhospitable heart of Central Asia to the east of the Caspian Sea. The Aral Sea depression was formed towards the end of the Neogene period. It was made by the waters from the Siddharya and Amudarya rivers that were dependent on glacial melt. We can find out the location of Aral Sea here. It drains Uzbekistan and portions of Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, Iran and Kyrgyzstan. Climate of the Aral Sea within the harsh climate region of the Central Asia. The area experiences a desert continental climate characterized by hot summers, cold winters, and varying diurnal air temperatures. Reasons for its disappearance, according to the Space Agency, in 1960, the Soviet Union undertook a major water diversion project where they diverted the Darya and Amudarya rivers for irrigation projects. Though the project made the desert region surrounding the sea bloom, it had a devastating impact on the Aral Sea. The water body slowly started drying up and today it is on the verge of a complete disappearance. So the answer is C, Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. Moving to the next question. With reference to the accredited social health activities, that is nothing but ASHA, consider the following statements. The ASHA program was launched in 2005-6 as a part of the National Rural Health Mission, initially in rural areas. ASHA must primarily be a woman resident of the village, married, widowed, divorced, preferably in the age group of 25 to 40 years. Which of the statements given above are not correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 or 2. After the central government announced its decision to include aggregated social health activities and Anganwadi workers and helpers in the Ayushman Bharat Free Public Health Cover Scheme. About this program, it was launched in 2005-6 as a part of the National Rural Health Mission, initially in rural areas. The ASHA program was introduced as a key component of the community process intervention, and now it has emerged as the largest community health worker program in the world and is considered a critical contribution to enabling people's participation in health. The role of the ASHA is a community level worker whose role is to function as a healthcare facilitator and a service provider and to generate awareness on health issues. Besides delivering key services to the maternal child health and family planning, they also render important services under the National Disease Control Program. ASHA workers, all women, serve populations of approximately 1,000 in rural areas, 2,000 in urban settings, with room for local adjustments. Generally, there is a 1 ASHA per 1,000 population. However, this norm can be relaxed in tribal, hilly and desert areas to 1 ASHA per habitations depending upon the workload. Selection of the ASHA. ASHA must primarily be women resident of the village, married, widowed, divorced, preferably in the age group of 25 to 45 years. So the answer is 2 only, because preferably in the age group of 25 to 45 years, not 40 years. Moving to the next question. Which of the following personality has not been awarded Bharat Ratna for the year 2024? Option A, Karpuri Thakur. Option B, Padma Subramaniam. Option C, M.S. Swaminathan. Option D, L.K. Advani. Recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced that the former Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao, Chaudhary Charan Singh, and the pioneer of the Green Revolution, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, would be conferred the Bharat Ratna, the country's highest civilian honor. The Prime Minister had also announced the Bharat Ratna for veteran BJP leader L.K. Advani and for OBC reservation pioneer and former Bihar Chief Minister Karpuri Thakur. Bharat Ratna, the highest civilian award of the country, was instituted in the year 1954. It was awarded in the recognition of exceptional service or the performance of the highest order in any field of human endeavor. The recommendations for Bharat Ratna are made by the Prime Minister himself to the President. No formal recommendation for these are necessary. The award does not carry any monetary grant. So the answer is B, Padma Subramaniam. Moving to the next question. Consider the following statements about PM Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi, that is nothing but PM Swanidhi. It was launched by the Ministry of Home Affairs. The National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development is the implementing agency. Which of the statement given above is are not correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 or 2. Recently, PM Swanidhi boosted annual income of street vendors by rupees 23,000. About PM Swanidhi scheme, it was launched by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs on June 1st, 2020 for providing affordable working capital loan to street vendors to resume their livelihoods that have been adversely affected due to COVID-19 lockdown. The benefits of this scheme: vendors can avail a working capital loan of up to rupees 10,000, which is repayable in monthly installment in the tenure of 1 year. On timely repayment of the loan, an interest subsidy at the rate of 7% annum will be credited to the bank accounts of the beneficiary through the direct benefit transfer on quarterly basis. There will be no penalty on early repayment of loan. The scheme promotes digital transaction through the cashback incentives up to an amount of rupees 100 per month. The vendors can avail the facility of escalation of credit limit on the early repayment of loan. The implementing agency of this scheme Small Industries Development Bank of India. The answer is both 1 and 2 are not correct because it was launched by the Ministry of House and Urban Affairs. SIDBI is the implementing agency of the PM Swanidhi. Thank you. This is the today's session.